Ladies, let's talk about something quietly whispered, rarely admitted, but deeply felt. You walk into a room and suddenly, you catch a faint scent. It's not bad, just different. And then you wonder, is that me? If you've ever noticed that your natural scent has changed over the years, you're not imagining it. And you're definitely not alone. Because as we age, our bodies tell a new story. Not just through our wrinkles or our wisdom, but through our scent. And today, we're going to gently unwrap that story together. In this video, I'll walk you through 8 eye-opening facts about body odor in older women, why it changes, what it means, and most importantly, what you can do to feel fresh, confident, and fully yourself again. Stick with me, because fact number 7 might just change the way you see your favorite sweater, and maybe even your whole routine. Let's begin. Your skin, it's not just a surface, it's a living, breathing canvas. One that's painted with the story of every season you've lived. And like any masterpiece, it evolves. When you were younger, maybe your skin was oily, even a little rebellious, especially in your teens or early adult years. That shine, it came from tiny glands working overtime, producing oil like it was going out of style. But with age, the brushstrokes change. Now your skin may feel drier, calmer, but behind that softness lies a quiet transformation. One that doesn't just affect how your skin feels, but how it smells. You see, oil is more than just moisture. It's a carrier, a gentle boat that holds and releases scent molecules into the air around you. In your 30s and 40s, this oil helped perfume cling to your skin, made lotions linger longer, and gave your natural scent a signature warmth. A kind of you that you might not have noticed, but others certainly did. Now, with oil production slowing, your scent may become softer, a little sweeter, maybe powdery, and that perfume you've worn for decades, it might not smell quite the same anymore. It's not your imagination. It's your evolving skin chemistry, quietly shifting the script. Even the friendly bacteria that live on your skin, the ones that once blended with sweat to create a familiar musky scent, are affected. With less oil, their behavior changes, and so does the scent they help create. But here's the beautiful part. Your scent is still yours. It's just different now, like a favorite song sung in a lower key. Quieter, yes, but no less meaningful. So if you've noticed changes, embrace them. Your skin isn't betraying you, it's simply maturing. And with the right care, it can still tell your story with softness, elegance, and grace. Let's be honest. We've all walked into an older person's home and noticed it, that subtle, lingering scent. It's not unpleasant, just familiar, a little musky, a bit stale. Some call it grassy, others say waxy. But here's the surprising truth. That scent, it doesn't come from dusty furniture or an old armchair. It comes from us. Scientists have actually named it, a compound called 2-nonenal. Around age 40, our bodies begin producing this chemical as a byproduct of something called oxidative stress. That's when our skin breaks down fatty acids over time. When we were younger, our skin was thicker and more absorbent. It soaked up much of what our bodies produced. But now, our skin has thinned. So this compound, it doesn't disappear. It lingers, gently rising from the skin's surface, transferring to clothes, bedding, even furniture. That's why that familiar, older scent seems to hang in the air. Not because someone isn't clean, but because time has quietly changed how their body processes scent. And before you reach for the strongest soap on the shelf, take a breath. This is natural, normal, and yes, manageable. In fact, a few simple shifts can help you smell fresh, clean, and confident, no matter your age. Start by staying hydrated. Think green tea, fresh citrus, and leafy greens. Foods that reduce oxidative stress and help lower 2-nonenal production, and exfoliate gently once or twice a week. Dead skin cells can trap this compound, but a soft scrub can lift it away, revealing fresh, renewed skin underneath. So if you've ever caught a whiff of something unfamiliar on your sweater or pillow and wondered, is that me? It might be, but it's also completely within your power to shift. Because aging doesn't mean giving up on freshness, it means learning new ways to claim it. Hormones, they shape far more than we realize. They guide our moods, our cycles, our energy, and yes, even our scent. If you've ever been pregnant, gone through menopause, or simply felt that monthly roller coaster in your younger years, you know the power hormones hold. In your earlier decades, higher levels of estrogen helped your natural scent stay subtle, soft, almost undetectable. But as estrogen gently fades, especially after menopause, something unexpected happens. Your skin, once dewy and balanced, begins to dry. And so do your sweat glands. Now it might sound logical. Less sweat equals less odor, right? Not quite, because your body isn't just changing how much you sweat, it's changing how you sweat. With drier skin comes a shift in the ecosystem of bacteria that live on your body. These tiny microbes, the same ones that used to blend peacefully with moisture and create a neutral scent, now interact differently. The result? Some women notice a sharper, slightly spicier natural odor, something they've never experienced before. And suddenly, the deodorant that worked for decades just doesn't cut it anymore. If that's you, you're not doing anything wrong. Your body is simply entering a new phase with new needs. So what can you do? Start with a pH-balanced body wash, one designed specifically for mature skin. It helps restore your skin's natural acidity, keeping odor-causing bacteria in check. Choose breathable fabrics like cotton or bamboo. These allow your skin to stay dry and fresh, unlike synthetics, which trap moisture and intensify odors. And most importantly, be gentle with yourself. These changes aren't flaws, they're milestones, markers of a woman who's lived, evolved, and continues to bloom, even in new and unexpected ways. Here's something most women never suspect. That little white pill you take each morning to calm your blood pressure, ease joint pain, or lift your mood, it might be quietly changing how you smell. Strange? Yes, but very real. You see, every medication we take interacts with the body's natural chemistry, adjusting hormones, altering digestion, shifting how we sweat. And sometimes, as those drugs break down inside us, they release compounds that escape through the skin. Not in dramatic ways, but in subtle whispers your nose begins to notice. Some women describe a faintly sweet, fruity scent after starting diabetes medication. Others notice stronger underarm odor when beginning antidepressants. Blood pressure meds, they can increase sweating altogether or change the way sweat smells. Even painkillers, especially opioids, have been reported to affect natural body scent over time. If you've started something new and suddenly think something smells different, trust that instinct. It doesn't mean the medicine is wrong for you, but it does mean your body's adjusting. So what can you do? First, talk to your doctor. You deserve to feel good, inside and out. Sometimes a small dose change can make all the difference. And second, support your body's natural detox system. Drink plenty of water, eat water-rich foods, cucumbers, melons, celery. These gentle choices help flush excess compounds and keep your scent light, fresh, and balanced. Because taking care of your health shouldn't come at the cost of your confidence. You have the right to feel well and to smell like yourself again. They say, you are what you eat. And when it comes to scent, that couldn't be more true. Every bite you take, every sip, every snack, it doesn't just feed your body, it leaves a signature, a scent, a trace that gently rises from your skin hours, even days later. Ever noticed how a garlicky dinner seems to follow you around the next morning? That's not your imagination. Foods rich in sulfur, like garlic, onions, and cabbage, can release odor compounds that escape through your pores long after the plate is clean. But those aren't the only culprits. Red meat, while rich and savory, takes longer to digest. As it breaks down, it produces byproducts that mix with sweat and create a heavier, more intense scent. Alcohol doesn't just affect your breath, your body releases it through sweat too. That's why even one glass of wine can linger. Spicy foods, from hot peppers to curry, kick your sweat glands into overdrive. leaving behind a trail of warmth. And for those sensitive to dairy, undigested lactose can contribute to a slightly sour body odor. But here's the good news. Food can also be your secret deodorant. Nature provides its own cleansing toolkit, and it's found in the produce aisle. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and parsley are packed with chlorophyll, a natural deodorizer that helps neutralize internal odor. Citrus fruits like oranges and lemons not only smell divine, they help your liver flush out odor-causing toxins. Fresh herbs like mint and basil contain aromatic oils that lightly scent the body from the inside out. And don't forget green tea, rich in antioxidants. It calms inflammation and helps your body smell lighter, cleaner, fresher. So if you've felt your scent shifting lately, take a gentle look at what's on your plate. Swap red meat for fish once or twice a week. Add a handful of greens to your lunch. Sip some warm tea as you unwind in the evening. These are small, loving choices, not just for your scent, but for your energy, your glow, your confidence. Because food doesn't just fuel us, it speaks through us. Have you ever noticed that on the most stressful days, you don't just feel different, you smell different too? Maybe after a tense phone call, a long wait in a doctor's office, or just one of those days when the world feels a little too heavy. That shift in scent, it's not in your head. Your body responds to emotional stress in a very physical way. We actually have two types of sweat glands. One produces light, watery sweat to keep us cool when we're hot. The other? It kicks in when we're nervous, anxious, or overwhelmed. This second type, called the apocrine gland, releases a thicker, richer sweat, full of proteins and fats. And here's the part that matters. Bacteria on your skin love to break down this kind of sweat. The result? That sharp, sour odor that seems to arrive when you least need it. And as we get older, life doesn't exactly get less stressful. Health worries, financial shifts, loneliness, change. Stress has a way of settling deeper into our lives and into our bodies. But here's the gentle truth. You can calm that cycle. With just a few small rituals, you can help your body stay balanced, even on the hard days. Start with your breath. Inhale deeply, hold. Exhale slowly. A minute or two of mindful breathing can lower cortisol, the stress hormone, and reduce how much apocrine sweat your body releases. Use an antibacterial body wash in key areas like underarms and groin. It keeps odor-causing bacteria in check. Choose loose, breathable fabrics like cotton or linen. Tight synthetic clothing traps stress sweat and makes the smell stronger. Most of all, be gentle with yourself. Your body isn't betraying you. It's just trying to cope with what your heart carries. And the more kindness you give yourself, the less your body has to shout for help. Sometimes it's not your body, it's your blouse. You shower, you moisturize, you apply your favorite fragrance. And yet, halfway through the day, something feels off. A faint scent lingers. Not unpleasant, but not quite fresh either. And here's the quiet truth. Your clothes may be holding on to more than just memories. As we age, the oils and compounds in our sweat change. And if our clothes, especially synthetic ones like polyester or nylon, absorb those oils, they can trap odors deep in the fibers, even after washing. In fact, some detergents and fabric softeners don't eliminate smells. They just cover them. Over time, those hidden residues build up, and suddenly that favorite cardigan has a scent all its own. But don't worry, you don't have to part with your wardrobe. Just shift the way you care for it. Add a splash of white vinegar to your wash cycle. It breaks down odor-causing buildup and softens fabric naturally. Sprinkle a bit of baking soda in with your detergent. It acts as a natural deodorizer, lifting hidden scents. Line dry your clothes in the sun when you can. Sunshine is nature's disinfectant, and it leaves behind a crisp, clean scent that no bottle can match. And most importantly, avoid overloading your washer. Clothes need space to breathe, even during the wash. Because when we care for what we wear, our clothes return the favor. They hold our warmth, our scent, our story, and with just a little love, they can hold our freshness too. Now let's take a breath and look around. The scent you carry isn't just shaped by your skin or your clothes. It's shaped by the space that holds you, your home. Over time, fabrics and furniture, curtains, carpets, that well-loved chair, begin to absorb little pieces of life. The scent of last night's dinner, the hug from your grandchild, the perfume you've worn for decades. But along with those memories, our homes can also hold on to stale air, body oils, even airborne particles that subtly change how we smell, without us even realizing. Especially in spaces that are cozy, closed, and deeply lived in. But here's the gift. With just a few gentle habits, you can refresh not only your home, but yourself. Open your windows, even for just 10 minutes a day. Let the breeze invite new air in and carry old air out. Sprinkle baking soda on carpets and upholstery. Let it sit, then vacuum. A simple way to lift lingering scents. Wash your bedding and throws regularly. These soft layers rest closest to your skin and often hold the most scent. Consider an air purifier, especially if you live with pets or in a space with limited ventilation. Clean air isn't just for breathing, it touches everything. And as you care for your home, something beautiful happens. You begin to feel fresher, calmer, more like yourself. Because your environment isn't separate from you, it's an extension of you, a reflection of the grace you carry, the care you give, and the presence you hold. So let your home breathe, and you will too. Aging brings change, in our bodies, in our rhythms, and yes, even in our scent. But change doesn't have to mean discomfort or loss. It can mean understanding, empowerment, even quiet confidence. Because now you know, your scent is shaped by more than just sweat or soap. It's the echo of your skin's evolution. Your hormones shifting, your emotions, your meals, your clothes, and even the air that surrounds you. But the most beautiful truth, you have the power to shape it with small, loving choices in how you nourish your body, how you dress, how you care for your home. You can feel fresh, radiant, and fully yourself at every stage of life. So if you've noticed a shift in your scent lately, don't be alarmed. Be curious. Be kind to yourself. And take it as a gentle invitation to care, a little more intentionally. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed changes in your natural scent over the years? What's one small habit that helps you feel fresh and grounded? Drop a comment below. Your story might just comfort someone else today. And if you found this video helpful, please consider tapping that like button, subscribing, and joining me in the Elder Wisdom and Strength newsletter for more gentle wisdom on aging well with grace and joy. You are not alone. You are not fading. You are simply becoming more fully, beautifully you.